What is up, you guys? Today I'm back with another video, and this is a special video where I will be challenging GeoGuessr Pros to my country guessing challenge slash quiz. Yeah, this is kind of a concept that was definitely inspired by Zigzag's imposter series with 4 locations and one of them being in a different country than the rest, being an imposter. But I put kind of my spin on it. So for this episode, there will be 4 rounds. Each round will have 4 locations in it. And in each set of 4 locations, 2 of the locations will be in one country, which is country A, and the other 2 will be in another country, which is country B. And the ways to get points, or the way to get points is if you correctly identify the 2 pairs as being in the same country, you get 2 points. So if you say location A and B are both in Russia, and location C and D are both in Ukraine, and none of those countries are right, but the pairs are right, you still get 2 points because you identified the correct pairs of locations. If you correctly identified the country and the 2 locations, so you say A and B are Kazakhstan, and they are Kazakhstan, correct? They are indeed Kazakhstan, then you get 3 points for that. And then because some of these locations were kind of difficult, I had it in here that if you guess one country out of the 2, so you say A and B are the US, and A was the US but B was Canada, you'll still get half a point because you got one of them right. So if you get the pairs right and the countries right for both pairs, you can get a total of 8 points. And yeah, that's kind of how this is going to work. So without further ado, let's get into the player introductions and the gameplay. All right, so our first person guessing will be Roscommon. Roscommon, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Ross Common or Tom. I've been playing this game for a few years and happy to be on here.
All right, you do you understand the rules, or do you need me to explain them a little bit?
All right, two in one country, two in another country. Ah, okay. I see. It's like
Yeah.
kind of a altered imposter kind of
Yep.
thing.
It's like the imposter thing, but instead of
Cool.
3 and 1, it's 2 and 2. And yeah, there's different ways to get points. But you ready to go on to the first set of locations?
Yeah, let's
All
go.
right, go ahead to the slide.
Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Interesting. So, I mean, immediately A is telling me Brazil. And to me, that means there has to be one other one, which I kind of suspect might be D. Uh, as for the other two, I don't know because I know they're odd pine forests with red soil in a few places. Like I feel like the immediate answer would be the US, at least for B maybe. Uh, but I mm, something about C makes me think Australia for some reason. Uh, I don't really know what it is. And I also feel like it's plausible for B. So I
Hmm.
might lock in A and D, Brazil, and then B and C, Australia.
Okay, unfortunately, that's going to be 0 points because you
Oh
did
no.
mention Brazil. One of the countries is Brazil, but neither A nor D are Brazil. It's actually B and C that are
Really?
Brazil.
Okay, wow.
And then,
Dang, that's
do you have any guesses for what A and D might be?
A and D. Okay. I maybe Philippines, sleeper Philippines, maybe.
Okay, yeah, it's actually the U.S. and A is Hawaii.
Really?
It was meant to be
Oh,
Brazil Bay, and
interesting.
then D is, I think, somewhere in Georgia with just some weird,
Yeah,
a
that
little bit
makes
of
a
a
lot of
weird look.
sense.
But yeah, that was a tough one. But there's 3 more. So all right, the next person who will be joining me and guessing these locations is Mood. Mood, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, hello, I'm Moo. I'm playing at the World Cup Finals in August, and I'm probably gonna get cooked by these rounds, but we'll see. Okay, this looks insane. All right. So, I mean, my thought here is that this is to South Africa and to Brazil, but I don't know which. That's my first thought. I don't know. Um, Could be Mexico in here too, maybe. So let me try and look at some of the specifics here. So there's some like Monterey pine plantations. B is really interesting. Really tall trees, and it's kind of hard to identify them. Um, and all of these locations feature pines except for the first one. Hmm. Well, it's kind of tough. I don't really think B is right for Brazil. Um, A looks a lot like Brazil to me, but I'm not sure. It could be Mex. C is probably looks the most like South Africa to me. And could be Brazil, maybe. I don't think the trees are right again. I think there has to be South Africa in here, I feel like. That's my thought right now. D as well is like, huh. The soil is really weird. Is there like a time limit for me? Because like I feel like I could think
Yeah,
about
I
this all
mean,
day.
I actually don't have like a time limit set, but like I'll give you like another minute, so you
Yeah,
can.
if you like, yeah, you can like press me when it's time to stop thinking. Yeah, I really quite difficult. I think okay, I think maybe Brazil is maybe they're supposed to bait me into going Brazil. But I can't really place any of the locations in Brazil except for maybe A. Could be C. C could be like SC or something, but D pines are just not right. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to go
All right.
A and B are Mexico, and C and D are South Africa. That's my guess.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is 0 points. You did mention Brazil
Okay.
quite a bit, and
Oh no
Brazil.
way. There's actually okay. So is Brazil? Is it A and C Brazil then?
C is
Or
Brazil, but B is also Brazil. The other one.
oh,
I think B
okay.
is Santa Catarina. I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure. And then do
B is they must both be south.
yeah,
Uh,
they are both south. C, I actually thought looked a lot like a location I had in South Africa, so that's kind of why I put it in there.
yeah, the plantation is weird, but I feel like the road might
Do
be more Brazil.
you wanna take a pop at what A and D is?
Yeah, okay. So not Brazil, not South Africa, not Mexico. Um, oh, that's what no, that's what you mean can't be with because they have to be the same, right?
Yeah, A and D are
Uh,
both in the same country.
yeah. So wow, that's hard, man. That's really tough. I'm like struggling to think of it right now. Yeah, D is really messing with me. I don't know. Not
Nothing comes to mind? Well, I can just reveal it then.
really. Yeah.
They're both actually the US, and A is Hawaii.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I
see.
had to throw it in there. And then D is Georgia, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, these are definitely love lows. That's soil is just really
Yeah,
threw me off.
A,
That's
A
very hard.
A is like only tough. A is something I feel like you have to like if it comes to mind, you might like be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Hawaii. But then if it doesn't, it's just like
That's really
it
hard. Very good.
vibes Brazil. But anyways,
Damn.
you're on pace to lose to Roscommon right now, but good thing there's three rounds left. So
That does not happen. I'm not letting myself lose
all
to
right,
Jaros.
all right. What's up, y'all? We got Finbarr on next, guessing these devious locations. Finbarr, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, I am Finbarr. I am a GeoGuessr player from Ireland, and I am competing in the 2025 World Cup.
All right. And as I was mentioning, our previous two competitors combined for 0.5 points. So, listen, you can beat that in the first round, possibly. So,
Yeah.
let's see. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Like, I mean, it looks tropical. Like, I feel like Brazil is like the obvious guess, but for some reason, I can see both B and D being Chile. Like, as like maybe that's like an overtook, but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like Chile could make some sense. A just looks extremely tropical. I don't really know what to make of it. Um, like, I mean, the palm tree is interesting, but I don't really see how C is either. Like, is any of the countries like it? I don't see how C can be the same as A, B, or D. Um, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like C is Australia somehow, and then I guess D or B could be. I mean, probably not. I guess C could be the US. I don't know. There's a lot of options. For some reason, I'm liking Chile as an option, but I don't even know which two I would say. Like, I would. Hmm. So I guess like C could be some Temuco stuff, but I thought like B could be a really baity Chile, and then I don't. I'm just so confused by A because A does not look like the other three at all. Um, like A just looks like straight out of Minas or Rio, but then I don't know. D looks a bit too temperate. I guess it could be like a Scythe or GDS that doesn't feel too tropical. Um, Zaw is coming to mind for C now that I think about it. Wait, C and B could be Zaw, and then A and D could be Brazil. But I don't want to swap. I don't know if I want to swap off Chile.
I'll give you like
But for some reason,
a minute more.
okay. Um, bro, I don't want to switch from Chile, but I feel like I might switch from Chile. But I mean, A is never Chile. The other three could be Chile. So maybe I should just say Chile to get like that guarantees a 0.5, right?
Yeah,
Or-
it's 0.5 if you get one of the two locations right.
Okay.
And if you guess the pairs right, you get 2 points.
Yeah. Um wait, so hypothetically, could I guess all of them as Chile?
No, I didn't think about that going in, but I'm gonna have you guess two different countries. But that's Loki. That's
Okay.
big brain right there.
Okay, I won't do that then. Okay, time is coming to a close. So for C just looks like ZA or Australia now the more I look at it, but I don't really see how the other ones could be Aus, so I'm gonna say hmm. I'm gonna say A and D are Brazil and C and B are South Africa.
Okay. Neither A nor D are Brazil, but you got the combos right, so that's 2 points. A and D are actually both the U.S. and A is Hawaii.
Oh, I thought about D for US, but I just A,
Yeah, I
B, and C
think
don't really look US.
D is somewhere southern Georgia and A is Hawaii, and then B and C are both southern Brazil.
Okay.
But I see where you were going with B because I've had like a red soil like pine location in Chile before, and one in Colombia. So yeah, but I see the vision there. Um,
Thank you.
all right. Well, you've already like quadrupling our two other opponents. So today we got the GOAT Riley Rhino joining us, guessing those locations. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. I'm Rhino.
Hey, short but sweet. I love the introduction. All right. You understand the rules for this? You got it down?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Go ahead to the first set of locations.
Okay. I mean, like, I think some of them could be. I feel like some of them could be US. Like the one with the pine forest. Like D could definitely be US. Like Georgia or something. A looks. Palm looks almost Brazilian. I think B also could be US. Wait, could any of them be Chile? Because I feel like C could be like Chile. Um. We got A. Okay, I guess B could be Brazil, and then DC could be US. I might send that.
Are you locking that in?
I'm looking at in A, B, Brazil, C, CD US.
Okay, that
Yeah.
is half a point, which honestly is pretty solid. A lot of people didn't even get half a point. D, you got it right. You got it right on. D is Georgia.
Yeah,
What
I
a
thought it could be.
what a guess. And then the other U.S. location is location A, and it's Hawaii.
Oh wait, Hawaii. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
should have probably thought through a bit more. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
and
sense.
then B and C are both Brazil.
Brazil.
Mhm.
Okay, wait, I'm pretty happy with that actually.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait, it's
honestly,
like see, like Santa Catarina.
uh, they're both south. I can't quite remember where. I can pull it up after and see, but they were both southern Brazil. All right, guys. The next person we got here with us today is the Danish goat Clement. Clement, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yo guys, I'm Clement. I used to make YouTube videos actually, trying to help people region guess the US, especially I'd say. And yeah, otherwise I focused a lot on trying to improve in order to be competitive in GeoGuessr and the World League.
This is true. This is true, and I watched many of the videos. So, anyways, you ready to go on to the first round?
Yep, I'm ready.
Go ahead to the next slide. Let me know what you think.
Alright, so yeah, let me think. So wait, in order to get back to the rules, is it like, so there's like two countries?
There's two countries, so A and B
Yeah.
could be in the same country, or A and C could be in the same country, but there's two separate pairs.
All right.
Well, what are you thinking?
I would say, yeah, I would say it's kind of weird. Most of the locations, they look American, I would say, like sort of South American to be exact. But yeah, I'd probably say D is Brazil. Yeah, okay. I'm not actually sure which one is which, but I would say US is probably in there. Like B to me looks quite US. I want to say D could be US actually now that I think about it. C could also be US, could be something else. A is definitely not US. Yeah, I want to say. I mean, I feel like the obvious answer is Brazil here with the amount of red soil there is on different locations, but yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I guess I'll go US and Brazil because I can't come up with anything as of now.
Okay, so which locations do you think are the U.S. and which do you think are Brazil?
Yeah, I think I'll go. If I go for something bait, I would say D is actually US. B would be US. C and A Brazil. Yeah, I think.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
All right, there's a point right there. D is the U.S. And C is Brazil. But C and B are both Brazil, and D and A are both the U.S., with A being Hawaii.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of strange.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, but yeah.
I think it fit in with the others as like Brazil, I
That's
guess. So I snuck it in there. But you got the two countries right, so well done. And yeah. All right. Any thoughts on this round two? Let's jump into mine.
Oh boy, something's brewing, and I don't know if I really like it. I feel like A is supposed to be Yucatan bait, and otherwise I really couldn't tell you. I see like a solar farm in B, which it doesn't really help me. C is just ridiculous. I don't know where you're finding these locations, but that is.
C is maybe
What
one
is
of
going
the
on?
more diabolical locations I have in here. It's actually not a trekker, by the way. It's a car.
Yeah, I figured it's just a weird, dinky little road. Uh, let me see. So, okay. So some kind of eucalyptus looking thing in D, and then these houses are also very odd. I mean, the houses look more European in D, honestly, or at least maybe European influenced. I can't really tell with the infrastructure. Uh, see, with A, it seemed like I said, it seems like Yucatan bait, but I can't think of anywhere else I would want to guess. I mean, I wouldn't really want to go Brazil when it looks like this. I can't really think of anywhere in the US. Could be Philippines maybe, but eh. So I might just go Mexico for A. Oh God. No, but there has to be two Mexicos there. And
Yeah,
B
it's
is
two
just
and
like
two.
B is just some evil crap somewhere. So you know what? D could be Spain, honestly. D could definitely be Spain. I could see B being Spain too. Um, couldn't really for A. C, I mean, anything's possible for C. I'm not going to rule anything out. Um, so I might say B and D are Spain, and then A and C are Mexico. I'll lock that in.
Okay. That'll be half a point because location C is in Mexico. Um,
Okay.
Location A was sort of meant to be Yucatan bait. It's actually Brazil, and then
Oh, wow.
location D is also Brazil, and B is the other Mexico.
Where's B?
B is in
Because like it came
Veracruz,
to
by the
mind.
way.
Okay, that's insane.
It's in the one
Uh,
like dry part of Veracruz.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's also up there in the diabolical locations I found. But I figured, I don't know, I had D in a game and it looked kind of weird to me, the architecture and the just the vibe of it. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought it would be eucalyptus immediately. I guess I was probably right, but maybe I think I might have just, you know, reverse psychology myself into not guessing there. That's crazy
fair
though.
enough, fair
That's
enough.
hard.
So that well, you gotta have a point because C is Mexico. So
Okay.
Oh my god,
C
okay.
is so
Wow.
diabolical. I apologize in advance.
C looks crazy. Yo, this is a mental. Okay, so D is the most interesting one to me at first, where we have tons of eucalypts, really European looking. In fact, the door of this house looks hella French. I wonder if maybe B and D are France then. But I don't know what to make of C and A still. Like that door in the location, D location, really, really French. But is eucalyptus like you see a eucalyptus plantation in France? Maybe somewhere in the south, but it's definitely more of like a Spanish trace in general. Wow, C is just gonna be absolutely brutal here right now. Um, I really could see B being France though, like somewhere around the southern valley near Toulouse. And so that's I think it's more a more obvious pick would be Spain for B and D, but huh. It's really hard. Uh, wow. A. Let's look at A. A is really distinct. It looks like it is trying to be Yucatan, but I don't know if I believe it. That soil is really Yucatan. Um, but if it was Yucatan, then C would have to be Mexico, which feels just a bit too good to be true. That's like insane if that was Mexico. Uh, such white soil.
All right, I'll give you another minute for this one. This might be one
Okay.
of the tougher ones on here, so I'll just give it a second.
All right. These hedges in C are just crazy. Okay, now I'm leaning towards France. Or wait. A could be Spain, but that would be That'd be diabolical one. Loki, why am I sold on like Spain and France? Because C looks like it could be somehow French. The door, like Portugal, I didn't consider either.
All right, 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I really feel like I'm gonna be very far off on this. That's a shame. Uh. um. All right, I think I'm low key. I'm gonna try and maybe I'll just make a bit of a percentage play here, and I'll stick with Spain there. A and C is just absurd to me. I really have no idea. Uh, but I feel like A is just gonna be the most insane coastal road somewhere. Maybe I could try France. It doesn't really look Mediterranean, but C is just crazy. I bet. Uh,
All right. You gonna lock it in?
all right, I'll say A and C for France, I guess, even though there's like no way that's right, and then B and D for Spain. Let's try it.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's another 0.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but I mean these
Yeah,
are
these I think I made them too hard to be honest. But C is
well, I mean
C
yeah.
is Mexico. That one was kind of
These
impossible.
oh
And then B is
I
also
was thinking about
Mexico.
it. Okay, that's insane. Yeah.
B is in Veracruz.
Okay, that's I'm not getting that. That's,
And then A and D are actually both Brazil.
oh, I did consider that. Fuck, I should have.
I think
The tile of the roof is one of them like no, they must be south again. I was considering going Brazil on A, but
yeah, D is
so,
south somewhere. I had it when I was just playing a game and I was like, huh, this architecture looks kind of strange. But
yeah, colonialist
yeah, yeah.
derived, so it makes sense. That's hard, bro.
Yeah, that was difficult. But okay, I'm not gonna promise that the other ones are easier, but I do think this next one has at least one
Well,
one pair that's
we'll
possible. So
see.
Okay,
this one might be a bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, okay, immediately I see eucalyptus trees in D. I think they're eucalyptus anyway. C, for some reason, feels familiar. Like, for some reason, I think I've seen C on the Azores before, but I could be mocking it completely. Um, A looks like I don't even know what A looks like. B doesn't even look like anything. But I could, hmm, I guess C and D could both be Portugal if I was confident on C being the Azores, but I'm not too confident on that. But then, how are A and B the same country? What? Like B, like we've got some solar panels and we've got a mountain. I guess I don't know. I guess Spain or something is the default for that. Oh wait. Oh, okay. I think I've realized. I think A is Namibia. And I guess B could also be Namibia. Because I mean, I don't think the other two are Namibia, but A for some reason looks very Namibian now, like the northeast panhandle stuff. Um, and then I think C and D, I'd have to go Portugal if I'm basing off of it being an Azores thing. I've seen something similar, but yeah, I think I'm gonna lock in A and B Namibia and C and D Portugal.
All right. Unfortunately, that'll be 0 points. I actually,
Oh,
now that I think about it, the A does really look like some of those dirt roads up in northern Namibia.
Yeah.
But A and D are both Brazil, and B and C are Mexico.
Okay.
And B is B is in the dry part of Veracruz.
Wait, that's Veracruz. What?
Yes, it's Veracruz.
Wait, what?
Angelo sent me that one. I definitely wouldn't have found that on my own, but
Oh, that's insane.
that's absurd. Okay. Well, yeah, you're still on 2 points, so that's solid. All right.
Yeah.
First thought on these, well, like top left looks. What? How is the top right one linked to any of these? I mean, bottom right looks Brazilian, so that implies it's another Brazil. I'm trying to think what top right I'd go with. It has to be a big country if there's this many landscapes. I think bottom right's Brazil with a tile roof. Top left almost looks Indo. It looks like Noosa's or something. Or is it like Mex? Um. Okay, I'm gonna assume bottom right's Brazil. I'm gonna go based on that. That's my C looks kind of Taiwanese though. Guess could be Chile. No. I'm very clueless here.
Nothing else you're thinking about?
Not really. I guess I'll send C and D, Brazil, and then A and B. How do I link A and B? Could be Mexico. Yeah, I guess I got A and B, Mexico, C and D, Brazil.
All right. Hey, you actually did pretty well on this one. So, location D is Brazil, and the other Brazil one is A.
A.
Um,
I mean, I considered it, but pretty hard.
and you said B and A were Mexico, I think.
Yeah.
B is Mexico. It's Veracruz. Don't ask how. And then
I was
locations.
thinking like Chihuahua.
Close enough. Close enough. Country streak. And then C is also Mexico. Close to Mexico City. But yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take
one.
that. I got them.
All right, that's pretty solid. Yeah, you got one on each of the pairs. So
This is so difficult. Like, C almost looks like New Zealand or something, but I cannot fathom any other one being New Zealand in this. So, I mean, D looks like Chile or something, but I don't know. Could D be Chile? I'm not so sure. Or maybe. I don't know. Okay, I am thinking about going CA South Africa. Wait, could D actually be South Africa? Now that I think of it. Okay, I'm gonna go C and A South Africa, and B and D Chile probably. I don't think Arch would have that many solar panels, so I would go Chile.
all right, are you locking that in?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Unfortunately, this was probably maybe the toughest one here. At 0 points, location B and C are both in Mexico, and A and D are Brazil.
Oh, okay.
I
mean, yeah, D being Brazil makes sense, but the other ones are very hard, I would say.
Yeah, I think I mean C is kind of just impossible. It could be so many different countries, and then
yeah, exactly.
B is just one, like a few random panoramas in Veracruz, the dry part of Veracruz. Yeah, very, very strange, I would say. But yeah,
that is true.
All right.
Okay, B made me think of Primorsky. D, I think I think I've checked this location before. I think that's also Primorsky. So I'm fairly sure B and D are both Russia, and then A and C, I really couldn't tell you, honestly. I mean, it's obviously somewhere tropical. I mean, there's like at least banana adjacent plants. I don't know. Very thick underbrush. Pretty ferny in both. A is very confusing, so I might just not rely on that. What came to mind for C was like Philippines, Colombia. That's pretty much it, but given the nature of this map, I don't really know. I mean, I don't know, something about it is telling me I should go Colombia. Even though I haven't really seen anything that looks like A exactly. I think it's definitely possible, like the outskirts of some city, like, I don't know, like Risaraldas or Quindio or something. So I'll lock in A and C as Colombia and B and D as Russia.
All right, unfortunately, that'll be 0 points.
Okay, that's
You were
crazy.
close on the C, or C is Philippines. It's Palawan.
Okay.
And then the other Philippines location is D. Um, somewhere
Really?
it's a random like northern island. I can't remember quite where. And then A and B. I think B is the most diabolical location. Somebody sent this to me, so shout out to them. B is in Sarawak, and
Oh,
A is just mainland Malaysia.
yeah, that's crazy. Because D I thought was there's this like really tall hill right outside of Vladivostok, I think, that has coverage that looks very similar to that, but I guess
Yeah,
probably the fences should have
I
set me
think
off.
D could have seemed like a really strange rush. I understand the vision there, but
And then
A and
yeah,
B were
B
pretty
B
rough.
I'd never get.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ass beat. Yeah. All right. Oh wow. Okay. This this is crazy. Okay. Well, C looks to me immediately like Arch, I think. I I feel like okay, also I guess I use a bit of the creator meta here because I know that you play a lot of Argentina, and so I do really look familiar to me. I've seen a road like this. I don't remember exactly where, but like there's a Tucumán road that's kind of foggy, but there's another one. I think it's in Salta, and it really looks like this. Oh, sorry, it's my alarm's going like, my bad. Oh man. All right. So if C is Arch, D looks crazy. We got a very interesting house. That house is crazy. Honestly, it reminds me of like some Eastern Romanian architecture or something crazy. But the fences look pretty Latin to me. But it could be still. I don't know. Huh. Interesting. Is this really Salta? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know. What else is possible? Like a concrete road, bit of a gutter going on. Hmm. I don't get a lot from that. B is B is, uh, huh.
I don't know. I'm not gonna give too much of a clue, but B is maybe the craziest location on here, other than the other round C, probably.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. Um, like some Taro and stuff. Um, brutal,
All right, I'll give you like
brutal.
30 more seconds, and then
Sure, sure. Okay. I'm just at a loss now. Holy shit. A is like trying me so hard. I don't know what to make of this like crazy computer. C. I look feel like C and B are the same country, but I don't know why. Um,
all right.
shit.
Take a pop at it in just a second.
Okay. I'm gonna go for CB. I mean, I don't think this is right, but I guess I'll go Arj for C and B. And then A and D is like, there's no way that these are from the same country, bro. I guess I will try Mexico for A and D, and we'll just see. Probably that's another
Yeah,
0.
it's another 0, unfortunately.
Brutal. These ones are so
I think I
hard.
made these a
Yeah.
bit too diabolical. Round C, I know exactly what you're talking about. The road near Oran in Argentina
Yeah,
in Salta.
west of Oran, yeah.
Yeah, it looks very, very similar to that. But it did get recovered in Gen 4 and it looks a bit different. But
I know there's some leftover for sure
yeah,
because I had
it does. It does. But I see the vision there. That one is Palawan. And then
Oh, dude, I did actually because I did consider that a little bit, but
and then
listen,
D
D is the
is
other side?
D is the
Yeah.
other one. Yeah, you got it. The house is a
That's
bit strange, but
ghetto. The house is fucking
and then
crazy.
A and B. Do you want to take a guess? I mean, there's pretty much no chance, but
Okay. Well, A and B being the same, that road, is it Taiwan ever?
I mean, actually, A does kind of look like Taiwan, but it's Malaysia. Uh,
No,
A
okay,
is
that's not
A is
happening.
mainland and B is Sarawak.
That is not happening, bro. No way.
Yeah, I think that being Sarawak is it's got to be misplaced somehow, but
That is really, really,
um
really hard. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't.
that's not my location. Somebody sent that to me, so shout out to them. But
Okay, D. I mean, I guess D looks like the Philippines and the fence is weird, maybe, but B looks like. Bro, B looks like. Bro, it's not Russia, is it? But like, okay, how are the. Okay, the other three are never Russia, so B isn't Russia, but why does it look vaguely Russian? Oh, maybe B is Argentina, and then. Okay, well, what's the. I guess C could be some weird Gen 3 Salta or Fuhui stuff, and then. A and D, I might say, are both the Philippines. I mean, A pavement fits Philippines. I guess A could also be Taiwan, but then I guess C would be the only other one that fits Taiwan, unless B is some very weird Taiwan like Clement, but I don't think so. I mean, I think I'm liking B as Edge, and then I don't know, like D could be like the North Philippines Islands. It was kind of my thought, but maybe the building doesn't look like anything I've seen up there, but also vaguely looks like Masbate or something, but yeah, and then I guess C also looks like the Philippines, but I don't know. I don't think A and D are Argentina, so I think I'm gonna say A and D are the Philippines, and then C and B are Argentina.
okay, you will get half a point there. That was actually super close. C and D are both the Philippines, so you
Okay,
got
yeah.
D right. I think D actually is near Masbate. I'm not sure if it's on Masbate
Okay,
or one of the small islands near, but C is Palawan.
okay, yeah.
And it does. I don't know if you're thinking of the road in like northern Salta near like Oran. I think that's the
Yeah,
one with a
yeah.
bunch of weird vegetation. I think Moo guessed the same thing. And then A and B are both Malaysia.
Okay, I don't know how I've went Arj on Malaysia, but I mean that's
Well,
a tricky place. But A
uh,
makes sense, but B is
B
hard.
B is Sarawak, yeah, and then A. I don't know. I just thought the pavement was weird, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what B is doing there, but pretty well played, I'd say. So 2.5 points.
B instantly looks Ukrainian. But how would the... Oh my god. Are these all like official coverage, or is this Trekker?
These are all official coverage, no tracker included.
Okay. Top left looks like Taiwan. Bottom left looks Malay. Top right looks Ukrainian, and bottom right, I mean, the transformer looks. Wait, no, it doesn't look not US. It's like Mexico. Okay, wait. I guess A could be Mexico with the pavement too, like Oaxaca, like North Oaxaca or Hidalgo. And how does B make sense? Is B surely Ukraine? No, it can't be. What? I think A and D are Mexico so far. But then how do I link C and B? Do we have like some freaky Malaysia? Guess I could go A, D, Mexico with the fence on D. And then I could go... Wait, is D ever? Taiwan, actually. The architecture. Like Penghu. No. I guess I got AD Mexico, CB Malaysia.
All right, this might have been the toughest one here, but you still got half a point.
No.
B is Malaysia. B is Sarawak.
Okay.
I don't know how
But
you
yeah,
had
it's
even
crazy.
thought about that, but the other Malaysia one is A. It's mainland.
Yeah, okay.
Pavement was a bit weird. I see the Mexican vibe you were thinking of with the pavement. And then the bottom two are the Philippines, with C being Palawan.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The fence kind of threw me off, but the transformer makes sense for Philippines.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Pretty solid. You gotten some sort of points in every single round.
Okay, the next one. I mean, again, it feels pretty weird. Like, how these could possibly be only two countries. I'm trying to think. The D, like, the architecture is so strange. I mean, yeah, it's very strange. D looks like vaguely South American again, I would say. Maybe Peruvian. Could also be Philly. Wouldn't be too surprised. Wait, is that actually cooking? C and D Philly. And then A and B. How is A and B the same country? What? What?
Give you another minute
I'm
or
gonna
so to
go-
think about it.
Yeah.
Or you can just
okay.
lock it in now if you want. Well,
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, B looks so Eastern European, but I'm thinking it's probably not then if it's with A. But how could is A like Tucumán and we're in Argentina somehow? Like what? This is so strange. Thailand maybe? Yeah, maybe it's actually just Thailand. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll have to go Thailand for A and B and C and D Philippines.
all right, that's pretty good. That's 5 points right there. C and D are a pair, and they are the Philippines. So, good job on that. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I had to be sure.
Yeah.
And C was Palawan, and then A and B are both Malaysia. So I'm not the worst guess there.
Okay.
I understood the
Yeah.
Thailand thought.
Okay, that's like A makes sense, but B is pretty like that's pretty diabolical. I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah. B is somewhere like
Yeah.
near Miri.
Sarawak?
Yeah, it's Sarawak. It's Sarawak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty odd.
Yeah, weird location though. It's hard to pick up, but good job on the bottom two. So yeah.
Oh,
Let's see.
my least favorite.
Let's see
My
if we can
least
get
favorite.
to one total point here.
That would be a miracle at this rate, but let's have a think. Oh my. Okay. So it seems like they should all be somewhere in Europe. That's what it seems like at first glance. And beyond that, I can't really see much. I can't see any copyright in C, and it's probably useless for all the other three, so I'll just kind of give up there. Let's see. B, I feel like B could certainly be Greece. B, C, and D, I think are all plausible. Honestly, and A. I feel like Greece has to be involved here in some capacity. Uh, I'm not really sure what that pole or lamppost or whatever is doing back there in B, but I think it still could definitely work. So I guess we'll say B is Greece. C could be honestly, and it looks quite either Balkan or Italian, maybe. It's probably or like some kind of Hungarian hills. Uh, which is not encouraging, of course. D doesn't look very. I don't think D would be Hungary, so I think I could probably rule that out. A definitely could be. Could be Croatia. Something about A looks kind of like Croatia, and C seems plausible at least. Uh, man, that is tough. That is very tough. Okay, so I feel confident on, or maybe not confident, but I feel like B is Greece, and I feel like C definitely could be. So, like very northeast or something. So I might just say, I don't know if I want to lock it in yet though.
I'll give you like a little bit
And I
more
also,
time to think about it.
yeah, I feel like I'm about to go wrong continent though, which is always the problem. Uh, I also could consider Turkey. Turkey definitely could be involved here too. Uh, hmm. Actually, that seems a little bit more intriguing for A and D. I think definitely seems like something I've had, like Thrace or Istanbul adjacent or something. And then D could be, there's plenty of mountain ranges that look a lot like this. Zonguldak or something. So I think I'm gonna say B and C are Greece, and then A and D are Turkey, and I'll hope for something here.
All right, are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in.
All right. Unfortunately, that'll be another 0 points. I don't think you
Damn.
mentioned either country here, unfortunately.
Oh no.
But B and D are the same country, and they are Czechia. Um,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
then
that's fair.
A and C, do you have any guesses where it'd be? I will say I guessed Croatia on location A, and it was not. So it's not Croatia. But
Yeah,
any
yeah.
other
I
thoughts?
Yeah, Croatia also did come to mind for A, but that's unfortunate. Romania, perhaps? I
Uh,
don't even know if I'm.
Unfortunately, these are both in the U.S. Yes, that is a white
Uh,
line in West Virginia on C,
yeah.
and A is Ohio, which yeah, kind of strange,
Oh,
but
yeah. A, I'm never getting,
I think the
even based on
vegetation for
landscapes.
A felt pretty strange, but C was
Yeah.
maybe gettable. Like it does look European, but it's possible.
If
That
I don't
was
look
what I
at the
thought.
road at all, I think I could reasonably get that on a world map if I
Yeah,
just, in like skewed or something.
yeah.
But yeah, check it does make a lot of sense for B at least. For D, I mean, it's plausible, but I wouldn't have guessed it honestly.
I think European
So
roulette is a forest roulette is pretty difficult, so that's fair enough. But
yeah, the Gen 3 snow would have helped, but
yeah. Well, thanks for playing. I think that's half a point,
thank you.
but maybe I'll invite you back
Not
on and
zero.
make the not zero. That's true. Maybe somebody else will get zero, but next time I do this, I might make the locations a bit easier. We'll see. But thanks for playing.
Well, fun either way. Thank you very much.
Yep, of course.
Oh, this sucks. 'Cause we're just in Europe. I'm terrible at Europe. Let's see. They're all gentry. They have some snow on around B. A lot of ferns over on D. C. It's like a thin, continuous line. I wish I could see the copyright. A is kind of weird.
I think C is 23, but I'm not sure. I just yeah. I think I just saw that when I did an IRL zoom, but
Can't I tell? Mm, all right, this is a real hard one. I'm seeing like I'm getting like an Italy sort of feeling, but on some of these, but this is a really probably not a good round for me either because I'm just not very good at these Europe toss-ups. Snowiness, kind of dead. Really makes me feel for Italy on the B round B. But it could be a crazy check or something as well. I can't rule that out. What else could be check here? Maybe not A, maybe D, not C. Really, I don't think. Hungary ever was on B? No. Okay, so I like Italy on B, and then that's just not gonna be right, is it? Just because of the nature of this challenge, like France. I kind of want to go France on D. Uh, I want to go France on C as well, slightly, but like the way that the road is raised makes me think of that. Um, and then what? A and B would have to be the same. Um, A just looks like nothing to me. Like it could be anywhere. With this kind of challenge, I'd probably go like Croatia or something normally, but I don't like Croatia for any of the other ones. It could be C, could be Croatia, I guess. But I don't really think so. Oh, it could be. Wait a minute.
I'll
Let me
give you
think.
another minute.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. Really thin line. Kind of raised foods. It's interesting. Hmm. Um, huh. Oh my God. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I'm between Crow and France on C, and that would should like just dictate the rest of my guesses. Um, A looks a little bit more Mediterranean, so I guess it could be Italy somehow. D, I kind of would just go France on this normally as well. Maybe it could be like a Spain or something. B ever? No. I don't know. I think the best guess I can make is C and D France and A and B Italy. We'll just try that.
You're gonna lock that in?
I guess, yeah, why not?
All right. Unfortunately, that's another 0. Although this time you were pretty damn close to it. B and D are both Czechia, which you did mention at one point.
God, I should have gone with this. I
Yeah,
was really, I think I made two obvious guesses for this sort of thing,
yeah.
and then A and C have to be the same, right?
A and C have to be the same.
So it's Croatia,
Actually,
or
I guess Croatia on location A, and Roscommon also. I think he thought it was Croatia, but it's not. Any other? One more guess.
um,
Whatever you're
maybe
thinking, it's not that probably.
it has to be C as well. It's the same.
A and
So
C. Yep.
Slovakia.
Unfortunately, they're both in the United States.
Oh my God!
And
What is the date yellow line? That's pretty
C
crazy.
is West Virginia, and A is Ohio.
Yeah, I mean that checks out. It's just
I
trying.
thought C is like, I guess, possible if you ignore the line.
Yeah.
I mean the road like quality kind of looks European, but I think the vegetation just, I don't know. That one didn't make sense to me when I had it. So
I mean, the fence on the right looks kind of American. That was tough.
yeah. Well,
These are
you
really-
almost had it with B and D, but that's tough.
Yeah, I'm just not good at 8-round challenges. Like, it's not
Yeah,
really
no,
fun.
these are pretty impossible. I think I'll tone it down for the next one, or I will see. But thanks for playing,
Yeah, sure.
and
Of
yeah, appreciate it.
course.
Okay. C looks like white line US for some reason. That's just like Bulgaria. That's always possible. A, no clue. D, also no clue. I guess A and D, first thought on both would be like Galicia or something. But then is B really the US? I guess it could be. If I'm saying, maybe C and B are both Bulgarian. It's not the US with a white line. But I mean, the coverage fits Bulgaria nicely for B with the Gen 3 snow and such. I mean, I'm kind of liking Galicia on A and D. I guess Portugal would be kind of tough if it's in North Portugal. Um, but I don't know. I just think C is the US. But oh wait, could A could be Alaska now that I'm looking properly. Okay, then how are D and B the same country? Okay, I honestly think upon reinspection, A could be Alaska and then C is the US, or just like I don't know somewhere in Kentucky or Ohio, something like that area. But then B and D. Bro, what? Okay, how are these the same country? I feel like there's no Gen 3 snow in Spain, and I thought D was Spain, so there goes that idea. Um, I guess could D be Bulgaria? I guess D could be Bulgaria and B could be Bulgaria. I don't know. I think I'm gonna lock in A and C as the US and B and D as Bulgaria.
All right, that was a pretty successful round. That's 5 points. A and C are actually both the U.S. C was West Virginia, so you're in the right region, but A is actually Ohio.
Oh, that's tough, but it's country straight, country
I
straight.
mean, yeah, country, you got it. And then B and D were Czechia.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense as well. Yeah,
I
okay.
think a lot of people guessed Italy on that one, but yeah.
Yeah, I can
All
see
right,
it.
I couldn't do the math quick enough, but you definitely surpassed everybody else. So GG's on that. GG's.
Thank you, GG's.
I mean, okay, the top right looks like Czechia, so I'm gonna assume there's some Czechia in here. Well, it all looks kind of good for Czechia. A looks Russian, but nothing else looks Russian. I don't think any of them can be Russia. A Serbia, D Serbia, maybe with the Gen 3, the road quality. Yeah, I could see those two being Serbia, and then B, C, Czechia. What could B be? I think B is Czechia. Like just outer lines and snow coverage. I don't know about A, because it looks like Russia or Serbia. I guess I'll go B, C, Czechia, and then A, D. A, D, Serbia.
All
I'll
right,
try that.
you locking that in?
Yeah.
Okay, you said B and C, Czechia, AD, Serbia. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This was probably the hardest one, but you managed to get half a point. The top right is Czechia.
Yeah.
And the bottom right is also Czechia. So those are the two.
Oh,
Czechia.
yeah.
And then on the left side, do you have any idea if you had to give another thought? It is not, Serbia is not involved.
Bulgaria for both, I guess.
Close. It's actually the U.S.
Wait, what?
The bottom left is West Virginia. The top left is Ohio.
Oh, yeah. I'm never getting US on those two.
Yeah. I feel. Yeah. I think maybe the vegetation on the bottom left is possibly you could deem North American, but the top left is pretty weird for the U.S. So.
Yeah. Northeast was the only one. The top right, the Czechia was the only one I was kind of confident on.
Yeah, you called that out pretty quickly. I mean, I do think it looks like Czechia, but I think some other people had it as like Italy or something else. But
yeah,
well played. I don't actually know quite how many points you got, but hey, you did pretty well. So GG's, and thanks for coming on.
GG's. Thanks.
All right. I mean, all looks pretty European, but doesn't mean it's easy. Quite the opposite. Looks like Fall Courage top left. Top right looks, honestly, it looks a lot like Czechia. Like with the, looks like Gen 3 and yeah, Snow Courage. Which feels almost too easy for it to be, but I mean, I don't know. I think I still go for it. And then A and C looks Croatian. I would say A because of the Fall Courage Gen 3. And C just feels like it makes sense for Croatia. And D could also make sense for Czechia, but I mean, I don't know. What else could it be? I don't really know. I think I'll have to go A and C Crow and D and B Czechia. I don't see much else here, but
Are you locking it in?
yeah.
That is another 5 points. You got the pairs right. B and D also are indeed Czechia. Good job on that. And if you had to guess again, A and C they're not Croatia. Somebody else also guessed Croatia. And actually, when I got A in game, I guessed Croatia. So not a bad guess for sure. But do you have any other idea in mind?
I mean, everything about these two, like A is a bit strange, but C really screams Croatia to me. So, I mean, could see Greece maybe, but that would be very strange. I think that's just too green on the bottom left to be Greece, even bottom left. So yeah, Romania.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned Greece too. They're actually both the U.S.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait, C is West Virginia, A is Ohio. Kind of just weird Appalachian rounds, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks so much like a middle white line on the C. Like
it is a middle white line. I don't know why they why they did that. Because I had that in a round and I was like, damn, this shit looks like Croatia. Or like, I don't even know, like Czechia or something. But I don't know. I assumed it's just extremely rare. But GG's, well played, and thanks for coming on the video.
Yeah, thanks you very much for inviting me as well.
Of course.